Hey now, Petey Gree is here. Just checking in because, most of 2023 I was dealing with a bunch of medical stuff and I wasn't really following the whole knife community, knife world news thing. But I did hear about, Victorinox supposedly canceling a bunch of models, including the Ranger. So I thought I'd take a look back at the Ranger and maybe a couple of its close relatives. I don't know. As of today, I just checked, and it's still on their website. You can still buy it on Amazon and all the major retailers. So, I don't know if maybe they're going to wait till after the holidays to cancel it, or if maybe that list was a fluke or what. But, or maybe somebody in the audience will have more information than I do. Anyway, let's check this out. This is I think this is around like a 78 to 80 Ranger. It's in stellar shape. It just got that shine to it. Little micro scratches, but nothing major. This is one of the few times where I left on a dongle that the previous owner had on there just because I thought it just went with it so well. And it's already rusted the hell out of the key ring, so I might as well leave it there. On the back, we've got the 4-turn fluted corkscrew. And then after that, which is easier to open with the corkscrew open, is the early version of the fine screwdriver. This is more like a medium screwdriver, but that's what that is. Then we also have, bam, that reamer. We've got the plastic tipped tweezers, tweezers, still with plenty of tension on them. I don't think this was used a whole lot. Toothpick is close to like new, although I never use those toothpicks as a toothpick anyway. I can't imagine sticking those things in my mouth and then sticking it back in there and then sticking it back. Ugh. But here we have the cap lifter with the wire stripper. Very pedestrian. Nothing fancy there. The can opener screwdriver combination. Haven't seen you in a minute. Next up, we've got the skizzers, which I had to remember how to open on camera because this is not how I normally open knives, and I haven't done this in a while. I remember when I first started, saying to Tobias, oh, it is kind of hard to open the knives on camera when you got to do it with your left hand around the camera and stuff. But, yeah, the usual scissors. We've got the saw next with the, you got the micro grinding. You can see the grinding marks in these saws. And then we've got the old case-hardened file, not like this stainless file that's on the modern ones. This one can handle a little harder material. Not much. You can't really sharpen an axe with this, but you could if you really had to. But it's not really for really hardened steel. Last but not least, we've got a pen blade, boring little pen blade. Oh, but that wasn't last. This is last. The big boy blade. This blade is practically perfect. A little dirty. This has been in my pocket, but I don't think I've even used it a whole lot other than maybe to open some packages. 4-line tank stamp. Still got the crossbow and the cross over the officier Suisse. But great knife. The Ranger is it's just one of their bread and butter packages. I can't see them getting rid of the Ranger. It's the perfect stopgap between, like a climber and a Swiss champ. It's got the right combination of tools. The only thing it's lacking is a true Phillips screwdriver. So, I think that they could switch it out for a Master Craftsman. Put the Phillips on here. That would be a cool model too. But the Ranger is just a staple of their line. So, I'll be surprised if they really do pull it, or maybe they already have, and I'm just way behind the times. But it's such a great package that I just can't see it. It's got to be one of their seller, their best sellers. It gives you that big Swiss Army knife full of tools without being so ridiculously big that it's horrendous to carry in your pocket. My favorite cousin, close relative of this, will be this guy here. And this is a late 60s, maybe like 69 to 71 model called the Handyman. So this did I grab the wrong one? No, I totally grabbed the wrong knife. This is the Handyman. I was looking at the shield, like that's not the right shield. So this is an Elinox model. You can see it's got the nickel silver tweezers. Still got a plastic toothpick. In this case, it has a 5-turn corkscrew. Whoops. Does not have the screwdriver on the back, the flathead screwdriver, but it's got that reamer, of course. This one also, unfortunately, it's got these cracked liners. That's why you don't get no tension here. Those cracks are right where the pivots are, and that just relieves the tension on the spring. So none of these pop out. To fix this, I would have to replace all the liners, and it's just not worth it. It's a display knife for me. I would never carry this. If I was going to sell it, I'd probably just send it to Victorinox and let them put the liners on it. Next up, we've got the cap lifter screwdriver with the wire stripper. You know, this has all the same tools. I'm not going to open all these tools up again because that would be ridiculous. Let's get right to the point. It's got this guy, the engineering screwdriver, a tool they just, you know, that I think should have been out there. I could use this as an electrician. This is exactly the kind of screwdriver I would use 90% of the time. And it's perfect for me. I love this little screwdriver. It's also got a half stop, so you could use it 90 degrees, although that would be unusual. But again, no snap here. It's a shame. All the blades are in great shape. You know, it's got this beautiful Elinox tang stamp with the crossbow going through it. Back, we got the 4-line tang stamp. Very cool knife. Super cool. I mean, look at the patina on the nickel silver Elinox shield. It's just got that beautiful gold hue to it. You can't beat it. Next up, we have... do we? Yeah, we do. This is a Master Craftsman. Same time period, 69 to 71. This is also like the Handyman. The only difference between this and the Ranger is that it has the Phillips head screwdriver. This hasn't been in the lineup for a long time, but it's still a very cool knife that I used to pick up, you know, when I would see them used, see them come up in a lot. But again, it's got the beautiful nickel silver, you know, patinaed shield that just looks so great. Nickel silver tweezers, you know, plastic this. But yes, the big square screwdriver on the back. I think this one I repaired the tip on. It looks a little stubby to me. Yeah, I definitely did some work on there. Some shoddy work to add that. Finally, an old favorite of the channel. I figured I'll break it out of retirement. The Master Craftsman Small. And this is one I literally carry. In fact, I've had one of those belt clips on it. It just broke off. The clip broke. It wore out so much for me carrying it. But this is such a cool knife. So this is your Master Craftsman, I think, right here. Just in fun size. You know, it's just a hair smaller. It's fantastic. And I believe they discontinued a lot of some more of the 84 millimeters this year. You know, the Sportsman, I heard, or something. But that is unfortunate. But you know, 84 millimeters have been on the chopping block for decades now. So that's just the way it is. But this is one of my favorite knives of all time. This is like a pride and joy. I only have a couple that are in the same tier as this in my collection. But we've got this, you know, perfect, you know, screwdriver. It's just, the tip is flawless. It's never been used. It's fantastic. It's got great snap. The liners are cracked a little bit, but this thing still has great snap. So, and I don't use it heavily. I carry it out. I use it as a letter opener, basically, but it's still fun to carry. Great reamer. The cap lifter, in this case, has that sharpened edge. But this is interesting knife. This is a Hoffritz edition. This Hoffritz, they kind of held it. The Master Craftsman's last stand was with Hoffritz up until about 74 or something like that. 74, 76 maybe. And it's almost like you can see it transitioning, because normally this would be a much more substantially sharpened edge. It would be sharpened well into the corner and at a much steeper angle. It's almost like they half-heartedly did it, or maybe it's just interesting that this is like a transitioning knife that's transitioning out of existence, and this was a feature that was also going out, and it's kind of halfway done. It's weird. Then we've got, you know, the can opener, the file. This file has been used, and I use this file too. Nothing hard, but like I use it for cleaning up electronic components and stuff like this. The saw somebody had used before me. I've never used the saw, but it's well used. Great pair of 84mm scissors. In this case, it's got that black spring. These black springs you see right around the mid-70s, like 73 to 76 or so. So that's always a giveaway that you got a knife in the mid-70s. On the back, we've got the fantastic clip blade. You can see it's got some tape gunk on it. That's what I use it for. This is my box opener. And then last but not least is the main event, the coup de grace, the piece de la resistance, the Hoffritz 3-line tang stamp, Switzerland stainless. Then on the back, we've got the Victoria Officer Swiss with the crossbow. Bam. Fantastic combination of tang stamps there. I love that. Love this knife. And this is a nickel silver shield too. I've worn from using it. If you constantly carry your knife, you rub the patina off it. So if you like your gold shield, don't carry it. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I figured I'd drop a video before the end of the year. It's been hard for me to get to do this. And I just let everybody know I had a great visit with my doctor the other day. I just recovered from knee surgery 3 months ago, and I'm going right into a hip surgery. So they're going to replace one of my hips. Then 3 months after that, replace my other hip. So I'm like on an expedited schedule. I will be the bionic man, the $6 million man. We can make me better. We have the technology, apparently. It's going to be fantastic, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with me through the years. I appreciate every one of you that watches my video and comments, even though, you know, I checked out for a while and can't pay attention. But as I get more active, you will see more videos from me when I can start getting to flea markets and I can start getting out in the woods and putting knives to use. That's what I really wanted to do with this channel. Anyway, happy holidays to everyone. I hope you had a great 2023, and I hope you have an even better 2024. Petey Grizz, out.